What is good, y'all? And in this video I'm going to show you how to skin a squirrel. The video is 7 years old. Sorry for the camera quality, but it was what it was, and it still is what it was. So I guess with that, here no sorry here's what I would recommend to skin it with. Something like this, you know what I'm saying? I used this knife to skin it, but it's kind of too big to skin a squirrel with comfortably. So what I would recommend is something like that. The first one I showed you. Or it's kind of, the joint on this knife is kind of stuck. But something like this, you know what I'm saying? Just something small, smaller than 2 inches. Usually works perfect for squirrels. And this video is not sponsored by anybody except for me. And this thing is up for sale. And that little guy, I don't know if he's for sale. I don't know if I'm selling him. Don't ask me. Which don't make sense, I know, but still, I don't know. I don't know if he's for sale. But I hope you like the video anyway. I hope you find it helpful. If you have questions, leave a question in the comments, and I'll get back to you. So let's roll the clip. Alright, now we got this squirrel up on the gambrel here. Now what we're going to do is just take your knife. I'll just cut it up in a second. Throw that down. For now, we have both legs skinned out. Now put this point through that tendon. And there you go. Hanging up good. It's like I popped open the gut cavity, but no still there. So what you're gonna do? You don't want to necessarily pull down on it, but you can do. But I'm gonna take my knife and just cut on that skin line. Seems to come out best like this. Less chances for stretching out your knife. You probably have to flush more, but if anything, that makes flushing easier. When you have to pull little chunks off of the end, it seems to pull off more easily. Still just turn off that membrane and just stretch it off. So as you can see, made a bit of progress here already. So let's see. It's almost dark out. Anyway, y'all, at this point in time, I was just rambling, so I figured, hey, if you like this video, like it, leave a comment. If you like my content, then subscribe. You'll hit the bell. You get updated every time I post a new video, which is sometimes maybe once a day, maybe once a week. You know, just whenever a new video comes out. And if I had anything else to tell you, then I'd tell you. But unfortunately, at this point in time, I just really don't have anything else to tell you. So I guess I'll just let you get back to watching this video. So, see, now we're coming to the legs, the front legs, which for some people might be pretty difficult, especially on the bigger animals. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. So what you're gonna do? You take your finger and just take it and just work it until you make a hole right there. You can see that we got a hole right where the bicep would be. And now you're just going to pull it down to the wrist. Now, don't pull any further. So just pull it down real careful. And don't actually pull. Only pull with, have constant tension, but only pulse. Just pull very lightly, because you don't want to break the wrist. Also, you don't want to rip the foot pad. That can happen easy on any animal. I don't care what it is. Raccoon, possum, fox, squirrel, it'll happen. Rabbit, especially rabbit. A rabbit, actually, is not really skin a rabbit. You would definitely rip your hide. You have to skin them the way you would skin a deer. You can't skin them. You can't skin them. It's just not gonna work. I've tried it before. It's ridiculous. Now this leg you don't have to turn inside out yet, because you can't actually until it's already skinned. And you're going to do the same thing here on this leg. You're just going to work it. Just going to work your finger until you make that hole, which is right there. You see that? And you just again pull down to the wrist. Also, what you need to watch out for is that thumb. You need to make sure you cut the thumb off at the joint. So what you're basically doing, guys, is when you're cutting the feet off, all you want to do is leave the toe bones in. Not the whole foot, only the toe bones. What that does is it keeps the toe skin from falling off, and it also prevents the claws from falling out. Otherwise, you will never end up with claws. And yes, you can skin the toes out, but it's not going to look right. It's going to look very ugly. So you got to cut it at that joint. Alright, so here I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that toe off, that thumb, and cut it off and leave it intact on the skin. Cut it off from the carcass. Here we are, almost done. What takes the most care is the head. What we're about to do, and that's in a minute. So just cut the feet off, back. Now what you're going to do is take it, like so. Now here you want to keep constant pressure, okay? Just grab the skin, keep constant pressure, take it, and put it 90 degrees on the head, and cut the ear off at the base of the skull. And you're gonna do this all the way around, so just keep rotating around. Just when you're cutting this, you always have to cut on this line, on the skin line, right where the skin lines up with the meat. But cut it, have this weight on the meat, do not have it on the skin, so you would definitely cut it. So now what you're going to do for the eyes is we're going to pull down, and then you're going to put the knife like this, with the blade facing that way, and kind of stab the eyelid, remembering, pull out. Let me take it off again. Alright. So here's our squirrel. And you're just skinning out that eye. And you don't want to cut the eyelid at all. Now if you do, it's not the biggest deal, hopefully. As long as it's on the skin, you don't want to leave anything on the eyeball. So here we have the ear cut off. Let me just see if you can see it fine. Okay. And here we're gonna take our knife and cut it right here, which is where the eye would be. And actually, if you cut it right, you don't have to stab the eyelid. You just can. This squirrel here has a busted skull. The skull is absolutely broken, so it's grinding. Kind of, it feels a little weird. And then, here we go. That eye is now free. Now we just gotta do the mouth and the nose, which is pretty easy. So, for the mouth, just pretty much cut like that on that side. and just cut on that line, and this will automatically come off for you. Now, if you have an animal you want to mount, just go ahead and let the taxidermy scan it out for you, because it's going to be a lot better. So, let's just say you were going to bring something to me, even if it's a coyote. I personally recommend freezing it if you can't bring it to me immediately, or just any critter. And if you want to mount it, because you don't want to risk ruining it, and then your taxidermist won't be able to do it. So say you're going to bring it to me, you just kind of like freeze it, and then once you get time, bring it over basically, or just bring it over fresh, and then the taxidermist, you scan it out, measure it, and do everything like that. And also, your taxidermist is going to need to take measurements, so he's going to need the meat anyway, so it's just probably going to be more convenient for him to scan it out for you. So yeah, if you have an animal you want to mount, I definitely would recommend just let the taxidermist do the work, because especially if he's going to charge the same amount, but you don't want to have your mount right. So here we've got the bottom jaw free, as you can tell. Now just cut the nose. And we're doing the nose is pretty easy. Just kind of cut along against the skull and do this. Just kind of like do this. And cut it free. There you have your skin. That squirrel we're going to eat, but that's fine. That's on the ground. That's absolutely fine. It is laying on clean pine straw, so it's not going to get dirty or anything. So now, to turn these legs, put your thumb up it, like so. Put your finger right here. Turn it, and use your finger to kind of push it. And if you are going to turn these things, guys, when you do turn it, you might want to re-wet it if it's hard to turn. Again, you have to re-wet it, because otherwise you'll risk losing fur or ripping a hole in your hide. Maybe even ripping the foot off. So this one here is just the fresher skinned one. I could tell because it's wetter. And just so you guys know, legs dry out extremely quickly on your animals, especially the feet. Feet dry out really quickly. So here we have our pelt, fully intact. Everything's on there, and we even left the toe bones in there. As you can see, the toe bones are left in there. The tailbone's out, as you can tell. See that tailbone's out, and the only cut we made was right there. It's one cut we made, so that will make for a beautiful mount. You will not see a single seam, and all you gotta do is sew up the bullet hole. That's it. So, hope this video is helpful to you.